Halloween Clearance Day, one of my favorite days of the year. Every year I go out and grab as much cool stuff as I can, and then I come back and show it to everyone on the social medias. And this year, it was rough. Is this really it? Is this really all I could find? What is up, everybody? Eric here with Eric and Horror Stories, episode 2. 2 episodes already. Look how far I've made it. I'm almost syndicated at this point. Rolling right along. Today is an amazing day for me. Normally, it is my Halloween clearance day. It is November 1st. Actually, it's not. I'm lying. I'm filming this a few days before November 1st, but I want to have time to edit for posting this on Friday the 6th. So I am filming this part a few days in advance. You may have seen a teaser a minute ago of stuff I actually got on clearance day. I hope I got stuff because this year is not good for Halloween stuff. Most of the stores have already pulled it all, like your Targets and your Big Lots and your Walgreens. Their stuff's pretty much gone already, and they're just throwing Christmas stuff up, so there's not going to be any clearance. There's not even going to be stuff on Halloween there. It's enough to make a grown man cry. It's also enough to make me cry. I'm resting my hopes on Spirit Halloween, which is my first stop every year. Like 5 years in a row, I've been first in line at the door, get there like an hour early. All the employees stare at me awkwardly as they walk in, like, really? And then maybe 20, 30 minutes before they're about to open, other people show up, and the doors open, and I back elbow, trip, spinning back fist, get those people out of the way, dash in there and find what I want. Actually, that's not true. It's usually pretty orderly. I am going 2 hours away this year, however, instead of to the local one. I did find a store in Atlanta, which had an amazing amount of stock and things I'd never even seen at other spirit stores. So I'm going to go there, get up super early, get first in line, and see what happens when those doors open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you with me, and we'll go see what all I can find. I'll show you hanging out in line when the doors open, the mad rush, and see what we can get our grubby little paws on out there at Spirit. And that might be it. Walmart has stuff still, but you know, I might check them out, but that's literally probably all at Spirit and Walmart. So I'm going to go out and fight the masses right now. I already bought a few things Halloween-y in the last few weeks. I'm going to count that in my clearance haul and show everybody that later. Maybe we'll have some cool stuff to put together and see. But it's Halloween clearance day. It's normally the most wonderful day of the year, but I'm nervous this time. Let's go see what we can find. Hey guys, I made it to Spirit. It is already out of control here with the line and people acting ugly, so I'm just gonna let you see these people's faces so you can remember them later. And yeah, so it's less than 30 minutes till the store opens. The original one I went to, I got there like an hour early. I went and looked in their windows. The place was huge. It was full of stuff before. There's nothing in there now almost. So I called an audible and came to a different one I'd been to before, and it doesn't look much better looking inside there. I'm going to try to see what I can find. I'm not expecting much. I'm assuming they just really threw all their stuff in boxes and didn't want to sacrifice it for clearance, which I understand. Every place that sells Halloween stuff probably took a bath this year on it and doesn't just want to sacrifice it. They would rather just probably sell it next year. We're probably going to see all the same stuff next year. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can find anything in here. Hopefully I can come up with a trinket or two. If not, I do have some stuff I've bought throughout September and October that wasn't really clearance, but I'll do a video of that because there's some fun stuff I need to put together and all that. So no real drama today, I think, other than the hole in my heart from this awful year. So, devastating. Got nothing in that Spirit. Just nothing. There was nothing to get. Walked around, walked right back out. So I come home and just like, well, you know, that's just 2020. There is a Spirit on my way home. It's a smaller one I'd been in. I knew they weren't going to have very much stuff, though. So I decided I'm just going to stop in for the hell of it. And they have everything. All their stuff's here. Like several times more stuff than the bigger Atlanta stores. So, oh, goodness, I've got some stuff to show you later. It is clearance day, and I hath procured clearance in the name of insanity. Whew, that was a close one, guys. I did not know if I was going to come home with anything or not, but I did pretty well. I got the biggest thing I wanted, too, which is the great thing. So let's get right into this here. I'll show you the smaller things first, and then we'll just go on from there. Shining coffee mug. All caffeine and no work makes for a great sounding day, personally. That's going to be used. Each day at my workstation back here when I do my day job. Some realistic fingers. Touch it. Touch it. They do feel, I don't know. It's not super realistic, but they're not bad. Severed ears. Hello! Hello! Ah! Pee-wee's Big Adventure reference. Couple step pads for animatronics. Got a bunch of those. And then I got some tools. Let's see. Got a drill to make like a little drilling thing. Has realistic drilling sounds and motion. Except the batteries are dead, so. That's what a drill sounds like, right? Now let's see. Got a Vampire Slayer crossbow, all prepared for that business. That's going to be fun. I think you can actually shoot it, so you can really annoy people with that. Big old clown hammer, because I'm a big old clown. Look at this. I have a big tool, and I want to screw something. Did you see this one? I saw it. I saw it. I killed me. Got a cane for a couple years from now when I'm too old to be doing this shit. Probably already am. Then I got the circus sawbat because Sexy Clown series I have debuted. This will be used eventually to, not in the Terrifier fashion, if you've seen that movie. Probably the worst scene in the history of movies. Oh my God, it's awful. So yeah, those are the weapons and small things, and now we'll move on to more things. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein. All right, I want you to remember the order of that because there'll be a test on it in a future episode, and you could win a free episode if you remember. So, all right, getting into a little bit bigger things there. There is Deets the cat, who was free if you would just take her. Always wandering through my set. That's Deets. Got this pretty awesome Sam from Trick or Treat hanging thing. Looks great. Really didn't cost that much. I mean, especially half off, which Spirit's clearance is. So, pretty groovy there. I'm going to slap another hook in my Serling somewhere and hang him right up. Then I got a couple signs. Let's see. Do this first. This thing is huge. This Pennywares, the Dancing Clown. Dairy Maine, where their slogan's not on here, which of course is "Come smell our dairy air." Best dad joke episode ever. I actually got that sign for my girlfriend, Nina, who will probably appear on this show a couple times in the future. I do have an episode or two that involves her as well, so that's for Nina. That's a small offering to perhaps ignore the fact I buy all this shit. Anyway, for myself, I got this Camp Crystal Lake sign and really dig it, especially since it just barely says Friday the 13th down here. I actually don't like when these signs like have a lot of stuff from the movie on there. I'd like it to actually look like the sign would look in real life if it was real life. And there's like a Elm Street one, which is "Welcome to Springwood" or something, where Elm Street takes place in the fictional town of Springwood. Then it has like "Watch out for Freddy" on the sign or something, and the sign wouldn't say that. So I like my sign to look like that. I like it to look regular. Now, before I continue, do you ever just have really weird, intrusive thoughts? Like, have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a sexy sloth? Man, that really was awesome. Maybe one day I will be a sexy sloth. Anyway, let's move on. We got a couple more things, the bigger things now. And the very first one, which is very interesting, and these things are huge, these zombie hand lawn stakes. Now, due to the size of these, I might need some assistance with this. Do you know anybody out there who can do a big hand job? Zombie hand lawn stakes. Man, this episode, I'm going to be banned on first month. All right, animatronic. This one's pretty neat. The Hauntress. I left this one in the box. This is actually one of the few animatronics I've seen from Spirit that is like a jump scare that really works. And as you can see, she's a creepy looking gal, looking menacing like this. And if you approach her, you probably expect her to lunge out at you or something, but she lunges really quick to the side, which you're not expecting. And then you're like, ah, came from the side. So, scary. It's actually really cool. Really neat to find that. Great price on that, too. Also, I do have another couple animatronics that I got from Spirit before clearance day. But this is all just clearance. I was afraid I wouldn't have other stuff to show you, so I had that on standby. But I'm only showing you stuff I got today on clearance. So maybe I'll unveil that other stuff at another episode or juncture or whatever you want to call it. Now, I have one big fella left, so let's get to him. So last, but certainly not least, is Mr. Peekaboo Clown. And this fella is actually the one thing I wanted to get more than anything else today. He was the animatronic I wanted the third most overall. I did buy the first two before Halloween because I was afraid they would be gone. So not going to show those today, though, because those weren't on clearance. I'm going to show Mr. Peekaboo, who I was lucky to find. And the reason I wanted him is that I get a clown animatronic every year. The other two weren't clowns. And I just liked his color scheme. The clowns they normally sell have this red and white striped thing going on usually. And his is different. His animation's pretty cool. So let's take a look at Mr. Peekaboo.
Peekaboo! Oh, I just love that game! Particularly with crying little babies!
So, pretty sweet, huh? That is clearance day 2020, and I am super pleased that I got all this stuff. For a minute, it looked like I was going to get absolutely nothing, and then I got absolutely something, a lot of something. So, a lot more crap to put downstairs in the basement, but you know what? That's what basements are for, aren't they? If anybody ever breaks into my house and they go in the basement first, they're right back out of here. So, it's a defense system. It's worth it. Someday I'll maybe do an episode going through all that stuff down there. It's basically half a Spirit Halloween and half like thrift store crazy stuff and other random things. So it's awesome to add to my collection today. And that's the end of the episode. This has been Eric and Horror Stories, the Halloween clearance episode. My second full-length episode. Next week, it's going to be Eric and Tattoo Story, which is going to be going in depth to the tattoo I just had finished, which you've caught some glimpses of, but forget about that. Forget what you've seen, because we're going to go into it in more detail next week. The whole process, how it comes to fruition. If you're not a tattoo person, maybe you'll find it interesting. If you are a tattoo person, you really should find it interesting. Come on now, support a fellow tattoo-ee, and not to be confused with Tatooine, the Star Wars city. Anyway, join me for that. The week after that, I have a very special Eric and Horror Stories episode that's a little more personal to me. And hey, what more can I say? Thank you for joining me. Have had a few of you sign up already as subscribers. That makes me very happy. If you are not and you like this stuff at all, please subscribe, like the videos, comment if you want, and stick around. I'm hopefully going to keep momentum rolling here. I have a whole list of topics I would like to do on here. They're all very different and diverse. So I will keep it interesting. I will keep it fun. I will keep it whatever this is. I will see you guys next week.
I didn't have any real bloops this week, so Nana Boo Boo, stick your head in doo-doo.